It comes with 7 plays, 78 yards, 2:47 off the clock. Feeling real good as the point was good. The Pioneers trail 30-20 right now. Defensively, David Little, Terrence Smith come up with big plays in the backfield against Nelson Woods.
Great play there by David Little, and David's really done a great job being a senior leader for us and trying to play hard and do his part. And there's Mula putting some pressure on the quarterback, keeping him from completing the pass. I think that was Zach Norman doing his part coverage-wise, and defense gets off the field.
It was a short throw. Wingate, I think, was wanting pass interference, but it was well short. But here again, special teams can't have these things happen. Defense makes the stop. Carter just trying to run up, make a play. I know what he's doing. You had a little bit of a tailwind right there, so I'm sure was doing something with the ball. Fumble recovered by the Wingate Bulldogs, which resulted into 3 points. And you know, it's a drive killer. It's one of those things. It's a mental thing, but just proud. I mean, quite honestly, the way your offense responded on this very next drive.
Yeah, great job here by our defensive football team to go out there and not let them put big points on the board. And, you know, we're still in the hunt. We've still got a chance here, and offense takes the field. And again, the last 2 or 3 drives we got the ball offensively, we're playing like we're supposed to play. We just waited too long to do it, unfortunately.
Deontay Gist, too. It doesn't matter. He'll go across the middle. He will make this catch. First it was Carter for 23, now Gist for 22. Look over to Calvin Britt, but that pass was dropped. 2nd down and 10 as you're driving, and Cordell, I think, just makes a bad decision.
Bad decision again, and put the ball on the ground for the snap, but we can't make 2 mistakes after we've made 1, and Bo just throws an errant pass there and throw another interception in the end zone, and we can't afford to do those things.
Force yet another stop on a 3 and out. Wingate just trying to kill some clock. They punt the ball away, and you hit Calvin Britt across the middle, and he has sneaky quick speed.
He really does a great job there. Good throw, good execution. You know, our kids are still believing we got a chance to win, and it's just a really good pass. Or a great job there between 3 defenders, and Calvin Britt just goes up with a lot of courage and makes the catch, and that's why he's one of our leading receivers, and just a great person as well as a good receiver.
Calvin Britt continues his assault on the record book, already the school's all-time leader in career touchdowns with 24, career yards per catch average at 20.67, 37 games. He has 2,150 receiving yards. The record, keep in mind, is 2,377 by former All-American Kevin Wolcott, so that's just 227 shy of that record, and Calvin could do that in 1 game. Rashad Carter gets down to the 1-yard line as Bo Cordell would punch it in. A little option run right here for him, and I was impressed with a little bit of the strength and determination he showed to get into the end zone.
I'm telling you, Bo's tough, guys. He's physically tough and mentally tough, makes a good cut there, and gets the ball across the goal line, and we still got a chance. Not much of one right now, but we still got a chance, and great job executing. This is a phenomenal kick by Gareth Rowlands. Just, again, I don't know that people realize how talented that young man is, and we do a good, Luke Harris does a good job blowing up the front wall. The ball actually lands on the ground. Rashad Carter almost catches it out of the air, and again, that's the way it's gone for 3 weeks. It's been close and almost, and unfortunately, we're coming up on the short end of the stick. But you see the courage and the fight. We very easily could have quit for the 3rd week in a row. We were down, and our kids have a true belief that we're going to win, and we're going to find a way to win. And we keep doing the things that we're talking about here late in the ball game. We are going to win, and we just got to keep working at it.
Tusculum Pioneers drop another one as they fall 33-27 to the Wingate Bulldogs, as the Bulldogs get their 10th win in this series against Tusculum. Up next for the Tusculum Pioneers, it's a road date with the LR Bears, who just come off a win against Brevard this past Saturday. Before we talk about that, we'll go through our Players of the Week. That's when the Frankie DeBusk Show continues right after this.
The best deal in the neighborhood just got better with more to love on the 2 for $20 meal only at Applebee's. Applebee's is a proud sponsor of the Frankie DeBusk TV show and side of the Frankie DeBusk radio show. Applebee's on the bypass in Greenville. There's no place like the neighborhood.
Coach, what makes a winning team?
A winning team is individuals that are working toward one common goal.
Coach, for over 30 years, Andrew Johnson Bank has been a winning team here in Greene County. It has always been our goal to provide superior service to our customers.
Andrew Johnson Bank will never quit providing extra effort to make loyal customers in the community.
Thank you, Coach DeBusk.
Thank you, Monica. Andrew Johnson Bank scores points with friendly customer service, top-notch bank products, and convenient locations. Tusculum College and Andrew Johnson Bank are a winning team.
Sodexo, a world leader in food and facilities management services. Sodexo proudly serves Tusculum College and supports Pioneer football. Sodexo, making every day a better day.
Welcome back to the Frankie DeBusk Show. Once again, the voice of the Pioneers, Brian Staten.
Welcome back to the Frankie DeBusk Show. The Tusculum Pioneers fall to Wingate 33-27. Tusculum falls to 4-3 on the year, 0-3 in the league. The Wingate Bulldogs improving to 4-2 and 2-1 in league action. Up next for Tusculum is the LR Bears. But before we get there, let's meet our Pioneer Football Players of the Week. We'll start on offense with our Creekside Offensive Players of the Week. From the backfield, the junior out of Appling, Georgia, Greenbrier High School, Fred Jones had 5 carries for 21 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 receptions for 2 yards. Jones playing his first full game since the Charleston contest. Brian Marshall, sophomore out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, from Ottawa High School, finishing with 8 carries for 38 yards, 3 receptions for 53 yards in the football game. Our Grand Rental Station Defensive Player of the Week, Luke Harris, sophomore out of Floyd, Virginia, from Floyd County High School. He finished the day with 5 tackles. And Terrence Smith, a junior out of Riverdale, Georgia, from North Clayton High School. 4 tackles, a sack, and 2 tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Our Green Coach Tour Special Teams Player of the Week is the long snapper, Skylar West, the sophomore out of Oneida, Tennessee, from Oneida High School. Our Andrew Johnson Bank Call of the Game, Calvin Britt's 44-yard catch and run.
Cordell to pass, looking deep and finding Calvin Britt at the 45 to the 50, Britt to the 40, stops there at the 35 and is ripped down at the 30-yard line.
Let's go deeper inside the numbers with our post-game wrap-up. In the contest, Pioneers had 23 rushing attempts for 43 yards, Wingate 35 of 123. Passing, Cody Hafley was 21 of 40 for 333 yards. For the Pioneers, Cordell 31 of 55, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns for the first time since October 10th of last year against Brevard. He did throw for 403 yards in the contest. Total offense, 78 plays for the Pioneers, 446 yards. Wingate had 75 plays for 456 yards. Tusculum, one of the best in the country in converting on third downs, 4 of 14, however, on this past Saturday, but one of the best also defensively against third downs. They allowed Wingate to convert only 3 of 16 times. Tusculum converting 93% in the red zone, finishing just 5 of 7, and Wingate finishing 5 for 5 in the red zone this past Saturday. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. Tusculum versus LR next week as we're rejoined by Pioneer coach Frankie DeBusk. That's when the Frankie DeBusk Show continues right after this.
Whenever there's a project to make our community a better place to live, you'll always find our local merchants right there doing all they can to help. From sponsoring the kids' ball teams to serving barbecue at a community picnic, they're always there. Be community-minded. Shop and invest locally. Greenville Federal Bank, member FDIC. Banking made easy.
Community-minded, just like you.
The best deal in the neighborhood just got better with more to love on the 2 for $20 meal only at Applebee's. Applebee's is a proud sponsor of the Frankie DeBusk TV show and side of the Frankie DeBusk radio show. Applebee's on the bypass in Greenville. There's no place like the neighborhood. Creekside Market has 3 locations in southern Greene County to serve. So while you're traveling to or from any game, stop by and pick up a Hunt Brothers Pizza for those football Friday nights or Saturday afternoons. Creekside Market just off the 107, locations on the Asheville Highway, Camp Creek, and the Irwin Highway. Creekside Markets in Greene County.
Welcome back to the Frankie DeBusk Show with head coach Frankie DeBusk. The special presentation of the Pioneer Sports Network. Once again, the voice of the Pioneers, Brian Staten.
Pioneers suffer their 3rd straight setback to the Wingate Bulldogs by a final of 33-27. We turn the page. We travel to the home of night football at the LR Bears. We'll play a 2:30 kickoff game Saturday, Coach. And LR, Goldie, good plan. And now we're going to see a totally different style from what we've seen basically over the last 3 weeks. It will be the bare bone offense.
Tremendous challenge for our football team, Brian. You know, Lenore Ryan's got a good football team. They're sort of similar to our case. They've lost 2 of their 3 conference games on the last in the late in the final 4th quarter, and unfortunately they're sitting there very hungry. They had a big win against Brevard Saturday. We've got to go to their place. It's always a challenge there. We got our hands full. We really got to go to work.
It was an interesting start time for LR and Brevard. Their game finished actually just ahead of the Tusculum Wingate game, which started almost an hour after the Tusculum Wingate game. Running style, they're really going to try to shorten the game, and I think that could pose a problem. I know Coach Kolb likes to get 100 plays if he can in a game, and that may not be a possibility Saturday.
We will not get our hands on the ball near as much as we want to offensively, and we got to do a great job stopping them defensively. They're doing a good job executing the wishbone, and they got some guys that have done it now for 3 or 4 years, and they're getting better and better at it. And we have got to eliminate our penalties. We've got to eliminate our turnovers because we're not going to get the ball as often as we'd like. And it's going to be a challenge. We got to go over and try to figure out a way to win.
Just one key stat for you: when you score first, you're 4-0.
I'd like to score first. I'd like to score early anyway.
That's Pioneer coach Frankie DeBusk. The Pioneers unfortunately fall to Wingate, but hope to have better luck against the LR Bears. You can join us for that Saturday beginning at 1:30 with Pioneer Kickoff Show coverage beginning on the Pioneer Sports Network, which is AM 1450 WSMG, online through TusculumPioneers.com through Red Zone Media. Kickoff will be at 2:30 from Moret Stadium in Hickory, North Carolina. The Pioneers play back-to-back on the road. The Pioneers take on the Bears, who do have one conference win. They knocked off Brevard this past Saturday. So hopefully you'll join us then. And next week when we recap Tusculum versus Lenore Rhine. Many thanks to all those behind the scenes here for the Frankie DeBusk Show. For Pioneer coach Frankie DeBusk, I'm Brian Staten. Go Pioneers.
This has been the Frankie DeBusk Show with head coach Frankie DeBusk. Featuring coaches' interviews, player spotlights, highlights, and statistical breakdowns.
Brought to you in part by Greenville Federal Bank, celebrating 50 years of service in Greenville and Greene County. Applebee's, your neighborhood bar and grill. There's no place like the neighborhood. Sodexo, a world leader in food and facilities management services. Sodexo, making every day a better day. Your Greenville Light and Power System, serving Greenville and Greene County since 1945. Andrew Johnson Bank, a strong heritage, a stronger future. Home-owned and operated with locations in Greenville, Morristown, Jonesboro, Johnson City, and Cleveland. Green Coach Tours, celebrating their 65th anniversary. Grand Rental Station, anything you'll ever need to rent or buy. Consumer Credit Union, with 3 convenient locations in Greenville and Mossine. Creekside Markets, don't pass by, stop by, with 3 locations in Greene County. Comcast Cable, call Comcast and ask about the Comcast Triple Play, TV, internet, and phone. Comcast,